Whoa, 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 niggas! Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Why did I start like that? Why did I start like that now? I'm a good boy. Good boy here.
Earth Shaker.
Mm. Ah,
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
okay,
Radiant team
I don't
ban.
know, but I'm kind of
Dire
fan of
team ban.
the Earthshaker Batrider. I don't know, it feels like uh, the ES kind of gives this killing potential on the mid when you have a bat mid with you. And it's like very annoying because
10
Earthshaker
seconds
is a hero
remaining.
who normally plays Shadow. Like the entire game he
5
plays
seconds
Shadow. He's
remaining.
not a hero that, like shows himself
And
much.
we are back for some more Southeast Asian regional qualifiers here. We've got the lads underway. It's going to be RSG on the Die side, and we've got the beautiful
Radiant
lads of Neon
team
on the
back.
Radiant side. We'll see a little bit of back and forth as well coming up in the draft. We saw prior Neon playing with the Earthshaker and the Batrider. RSG, they want to snag it for themselves.
Yeah, this time around, Neon, they had priority. Rose having draft with the Doom, obviously didn't feel like it worked out too well for
5
them.
seconds
So
remaining.
this time around, RSG, they actually have the choice, and they went for second pick for themselves. I like this this puck counter to the Batrider, really forces him to go into that early BKB that some bats really don't like to do. Slow down your farming a little bit. It means that
Some
perhaps
bats
it's a
don't
bit
like
too
to
much
do.
of a defensive item as opposed to an aggressive one. But I still think what Neon need to be focusing on now is just giving that dominating lane over to Enryu as much as possible. And look at the heroes that are being banned out. All of those ones that I was referring to when I'm talking about Enryu's best heroes. The Viper, the
Faceless
Demon,
Void.
the Night Stalker, the Enigma. The Night Stalker, a little bit less so, but it is still a strong hero once it gets into those middle stages of the game.
What are your thoughts now on this
That was a well planned
RSG through their run in
White
Division
pick.
2 and with how
5
much success
seconds
they had on
remaining.
MKS's Faces Void, and that's continued on through last tour, obviously last game as well, the most recent time with MKS pulling it out. Do you feel like RSG there needs to be more respect from Neon, or do you feel like RSG overrate the Faces Void?
No, I don't think it can be overrated. I think it's just a ridiculously strong hero. Look at MK. Grin on his face right now. For it. I mean, against the puck, it's always going to be good, right? As long as you've got that BKB, you're fine. And it's just one of those
10
super
seconds
reliable ways to be
remaining.
able to catch out the puck. You've got an Earthshaker to be able to assist with that. So I
5
feel like he's still
seconds
feeling
remaining.
very confident. Again, though, it's in... Yeah, the Faceless
Radiant
Void. One type is going to be going on every single time. It's going to be that Earthshaker. So you could just position yourself
Dire
accordingly.
team ban. Radiant team ban.
I wonder if Neon are
Dire
even going to
team
consider about swapping the lanes as well. You know, playing Clockwork into the Earthshaker lane, then Chen with the Doom as well. Because not only does Clock deal with the Earthshaker throughout the game, but also the lane as well is a really nice answer. But I suppose so is Chen too, just because all the summons. So they do have a couple options here with Neon. But we are looking for their carry for Fortune Soul. Is there any that's kind of standing out for you at the moment?
To a Faceless Void? I mean, what even feels good into a Faceless Void these days? Not much. Like, Wraith King is the classic answer, but not into a bat, not into a
10
even a
seconds
Pango, to be
remaining.
honest, right? All those different ways to disarm, to just kite you around. The laning
5
stage is going to be
seconds
horrible.
remaining.
I'm not so sure, to be honest. Like, I'm just trying to think what Fortune Soul even likes to play when he's coming up against this sort of stuff. I mean, could be a decent. Oh, they've just banned out the Bloodseeker. It would have been a really good Bloodseeker game.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at answers to the Batrider, like the Slark and the Phantom Lancer, but Slark is heavily countered by the Void, and I think PL is pretty countered by the Pango and semi-Earthshaker, depending on how you play. So it's not even. It's going to be a very tricky hero, no matter what is picked up here for Fortune Soul.
Just like go for burst, maybe like a CK perhaps, and just try and make someone explode from your initiation.
Yeah,
Yes, but I think that's still very difficult to play into Pango. But if they do blow heroes up, then sure, the lineup could look really good. But you're playing from behind, then it's a bit awkward. So why this matchup is not good at all for Slark is they have a crap load of AoE stuns. And the Faceless Void has always been a really, really good answer. This you're able to scale much better
10
into the late game.
seconds
The
remaining.
Chronosphere is just an answer where the Slark cannot deal with him at all.
5 seconds.
And I feel like
remaining.
Pango's going to deal pretty well with him as well. Another like AoE stun that can be used for a long
Tons of AoE
duration.
damage.
Yeah, like I really do not like this Slark pick.
Just trying to think what they're even going to go. 5 here for Roger. He has been playing a little bit of the EES. Like a Warlock into this. Wait, is Wyvern in the pool? I would pick Wyvern here. You still need something that's able to deal with the Chen creeps a little bit more reliably. And I feel like a Wyvern would be solid enough. You know, it's, again, another thing that is able to get away from the clockwork. If you get cogs, don't really care, just Arctic Burn fly away. Strength hero to be able to get on. Even just a single right click onto a puck suddenly makes the Blink Dagger not as usable anymore. Want to shout out the background. We can see the posters changed. So it says, let's go RSG. And then on the right-hand side, it has, at the top, I believe, it has Valorant Neon. It's a character in Valorant who is Filipino. Like the Giga Chad version of that. And then below that, it's got the, whatever you want to call the opposite of the Giga Chad, and it's Dota's Neon. Like the, oh yeah, Chad Valorant Neon Virgin Dota Neon, I think is the meme that they went for. That's the meme's name, bro. I'm not like putting any insults out there. I'm gonna go with an AA instead. Oh, I don't hate the AA either.
Just, it's a horrible transition. It's
Oh,
like,
God.
The AA's getting picked up.
Oh, an AA.
Oh, it's the ice cream man. That's ooh, I see.
I'm always excited to see an ice cream come out. Okay, it's very, very fitting. I mean, you've got ways to be able to get it off. Again, like Tango's going to be going in first. Batrider's going to be going in first. You've got a decent amount of CC already, so your lack of stuns doesn't feel quite so bad. Again, something else that's just going to ruin the Slark's life. Even Shadow Dance isn't going to be super effective as long as you land your ulti. I suppose it gives both of the supports a little bit of a tougher time against both the puck and the clockwork. So I'm not as big a fan of that aspect. But again, 2 melee heroes into Ancient Apparition, which is one of the longest right clicks in the game, and some decent damage too, means that they're just going to get harassed out of this lane pretty damn easily in my eyes.
Concern I do have for RSG is just their capability to make plays early. Having both supports that are going to be very level 6 dependent, in particular the Ancient Apparition. Like you mentioned, there's already very good Ice Blast kind of setups from RSG, but I feel like for Neon, this is a free game for the puck to make a lot of early rotations off the back of the power runes, maybe Chen rotating as well to try and help secure her tower with the puck also moving over to get a kill. That is my big concern. I think RSG have to be more reactionary instead of the ones actually looking to control the tempo early until they get their ultimates.
This is 2 games now where they've actually changed things up a little bit. So you've got Xiao Bon Bon is actually the one playing the Ancient Apparition, and it's going to be Roger playing the Shaker. So I'd assume that the AA is going to go into that top lane again, just changing things up a little bit like they've been known to do, but might just be a fact of comfort coming through, because I really don't want to see this AA put into the off lane. I mean, you've got a dream game against 2 melee heroes. Like, this is what you pick the AA for.
Also another thing to quickly mention is the fact that RSG they are putting the Pango off lane and the Batrider mid. So they're looking to try and avoid this Batrider into the Slark matchup, and the Pango is still going to go there. I was thinking they might put the Batrider into the worst lane just because I think the Pango can deal with the puck a little bit better. Like you always like to mention, you can go this swashbuckle route with like Orb Corrosion and just have a crap load of physical damage, which could be a bit of an issue for the puck.
Not even just for the puck for the laning stage, but if you're going down this physical route, that's a nice way to be able to deal with Chen and all of his creeps too. You know, almost all Chens these days end up get I think it's a Centaur Corsa is its name, the one that has 30% magic resist aura for creeps, which is kind of nutty. And if you're relying on, I mean, what can you even rely on to be able to deal with all of those? So I feel like you need a little bit more of that right-click damage. It's only the Wild Wing Ripper that gives the 3 armor. Nothing else really to protect it.
All right, let's hear it. What are your predictions? You're
all right,
in
what
game
are
one.
they?
Well, yeah, I haven't even looked.
Player
at them
who
yet.
gets the longest kill streak. Might be the puck, to be honest.
30 seconds to battle.
Pretty good puck game.
It's not too bad, not too shabby. 25 seconds.
Let's say Pango actually. I mean, Xiao Yu Grandmaster Pango. First player to get 15 denies should probably be the
Have 10
Puck?
seconds.
all right.
I don't care, just-
I don't know, 30 and then 30 total deaths and highest damage Batrider.
All right. What do I get if I'm right as well? Do I get anything?
I don't know. You're already double wrong. You're down.
Well,
two.
no, I didn't.
I
didn't
Oh,
put
you're about to
the
say I wasn't taking
selection
it
in.
seriously.
No,
I wasn't trying.
not saying that at all.
IDC
I
MMR,
just,
is that what you're
shut
trying
up.
to do?
No, I'm saying I didn't put my selections in last game. This game I did now. So do I get some goodies if I get it right? Do I get some battle
Wait,
pass
can you actually
points?
put them in?
Yeah, you can now. Yeah.
Oh, well, I did. Because when we were doing the SA qualifiers, you couldn't actually put,
Yeah.
which would be
Now it is different.
all right. Like we were expecting, Xiao Bonbon up in the top lane paired together with MKS. As long as you're just tanking out this battery assault, they're even going to look to try and share the damage through a little bit. And this is again AA 675 movements. It's attack range. Kind of nutty. So this is the exact sort of thing you want to do. You don't want to lane into this. You want to try and pull the lane so that you're able to get those initial levels and maybe leave the Doom to be able to have this solo lane into it once he's got like 3 level 4 and have play hard rotate away at that
Radiant's
time.
courier
AA doesn't
has been
have a
killed.
reliable slow,
Radiant's
doesn't have a
courier
stun
has been
to be able to
killed.
stop you from doing this, and Roger's doing a pretty good job. And Play Hard even has the Windlace to be able to assist with this as well. The fact that they've been able to get off this creep pull is pretty disastrous for Neon to be on the top side.
We'll take a look at.
Already a good amount of damage too.
Now this should be. I think this should be a lane that Fortune Soul is going to come out on top in. I am a big fan of Chen and Slark as a combo. The extra attack speed with the penitence is always nice for a hero that relies on getting stacks. We'll see how it's going to be able to play out here. I think RSG, though they are incredibly gifted in regards to mechanics, so how do you feel like RSG? Are they looking for pulls on the Earthshaker? Can they actually lane head to head versus the Slark?
I think they can. Oh, they're gonna just steal a regular Wild Wing here. Try and harass in the lane a little bit. I think they're just gonna be playing for level 4 on, level 3 on Set. He needs to get that level 2 Holy Persuasion. He should be able to see that they've been lucky enough to get that Satyr Mindstealer creep. If you get that, then the lane becomes so much easier. The Earthshaker's not gonna be getting the Fisher off quite as reliably. The Pango still needs to rely on the swashbuckles for so many of these last hits, and that's going to enable Fortune Soul quite heavily. So for now, he's trying to chase Roger down, but I really do want to see Seth put a lot more emphasis onto just getting some of that net worth and that, more importantly, that experience for himself. Should kill this full camp though. Gotta keep one of the Mind Stealers there in my eyes.
My thrift rewarded.
Hey, Soka, hi. Dota TI බලනවා බා. Oh, what happened there?
First blood, right off the bat. My thrift rewarded.
It is not
Oh.
First blood, right off the bat.
නෑ බං බලනවා බං ගහන්න කවුරුත් නෑ බං බලන්න ඩොටා දැම්මම කවුරුත් එන්නේ නැහැ බං ඔබ විතරයි ඉන්නේ බං එන වෙලාවක් මම මේ දාලා
Radiant's courier has been killed.
denied. Greetings.
Jackpot. Don't burn your fingers.
after a long time maybe some hi Divankar
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
It looked intentional. Double time. Bounty.
Slack is having a decent time though I mean all the cores are like farming only the
Dire's structures
fuck is
are
a bit in the
fortified.
back line with one dead oh okay can he kill him yeah
No cell can
that was a good kill I think
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Play a bit harder next time. Incoming.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
I think he's
Alright,
spotted
we're back. We
the
had some technical issues, but nothing too crazy. We haven't missed much at all, so we'll get straight back
Not
into
miss much.
games here.
The greatest solo kill of all time. What do you mean? Just getting it onto the Slark coming through. You will never see that again, and we will not see a replay coming through as we get a Chen probably about to die to the first use of the lasso. You know, we got to be honest, Aries. You know, the chat they trust us.
Oh, we missed
Oh.
2 kills. Still in the hang on, look at this. A coil onto 3. Avatar mode. Where's the damage, brother?
Not worth it, boys.
Nowhere to be seen. Excellent. Gets a kill onto Play Hard. And he was sniping away the Arcane Rune, unfortunately, so the Batrider's not going to be playing with this one. You did mention a solo kill, and that was down bottom. Xiao Yu, with the Rolling Thunder, was able to get a solo kill onto the Slark a couple of minutes ago, and that was one I was not expecting in this matchup. I'm in a bit of trouble, actually,
that
though.
bottom lane, though. Just missed his opportunity to be able to continue and close in onto that kill, but Fortune Soul, he's still doing a fine enough job. You know, obviously, giving up a kill isn't the sort of thing that you want to be doing in a solo lane. I still think before we had those
top lane.
technical issues...
There's a Doom out.
Oh.
Roger, great TP in's going to be able to get at least some space to the face's way to cut through the tree line.
Oh, he
Ryu,
can't
does he
cut
want to
anything
continue the
if he's Doom.
chase? Oh no, and Ryu, he doesn't catch up. MKS.
Back in. Surely not. He's a little too low.
Yo,
But he had
with
the
the
Chronosphere
Rappa.
available. I was thinking maybe if Excellent is there, they try and get something happening, but not quite. Instead, Avatar Mode has actually been able to steal away a few of these stacks, and
no mana.
going down here, no, we'll TP away. What I was saying before was, I know that you can jungle with Set
Run,
on the
Roger,
Shen once
run!
You've got that Bassy ring, and once you're like level 2 with a Penitence, but I really feel like he needed to be playing around that bottom lane a little bit more. As soon as you hit level 3, get that Holy Persuasion up, you got to get the mana burn creep. You've got to prevent Xiao Yu from getting anything at all out of this lane, because like I was saying before, you're a Pango. Rely on your Q to be able to get a lot of these last hits, and if you don't have mana, you just can't do that.
Top lane.
So I feel like it's a pretty big
They're
mistake.
making a call onto Enryu. Roger with the fissure from the right side, and MKS playing with the time dilation, but it has now expired. So Enryu will be able to try and find some distance away. A lot of damage onto the Doom, but he's alright.
What I do like about Neon, though, is that they've made these rotations with the supports to make sure that these power runes are secured. Now Avatar Mode, he's got the haste rune, probably not one of the better ones for the puck at this stage, just because, like we saw before, even though he got that triple Dream Coil off, there just wasn't the damage connecting through just yet. He really needs someone else to be able to play with.
Oh,
Roger, no!
typical play hard, man. Typical play hard.
Slay death. This is what you've come to see always in kind of the clockwork into the Earthshaker matchups. It's never fun at all. You were mentioning the puck with the haste rune, and he's going to look to charge down bottom. As Fortune Soul's already making it go into the paint group, but with the coil, it's going to prevent the Rolling Thunder. A great movement coming out from Avatar Mode, looking to connect with Fortune Soul to slow down the pain goes getting in our top lane. MKS is stuck. Not enough mana for the Time Walkers. Play hard in combination with Enryu is able to get another big kill onto an RSG core.
Alright, things are going much better for Neon this time around. I should have probably said the one place that the puck could make a kill happen because of that lack of damage was the bottom lane with the Slark. You know, you land that Dream Coil. Slark has the damage potential to start stacking things.
Plus, connects onto Play Hard. Double rotation from Silen and Xiao Yu. They're going to try and catch up to Enryu as well. I don't believe he's going to tick out. But it's going to be up to Excellent now to close the distance. He's got a couple of sticky napalms to play with, but not enough for them to catch up to Enryu.
Missling with the swashbuckle as well, which means he's able to get back. He's able to continue on his farming merry little way. That mana burn, Enryu has been able to pick that up too, which is why they've been able to go for a couple of these kill attempts onto MKS. You can see he TP'd mid. He wants nothing to do with wherever the Doom is playing right now because it takes away so much of his just escape potential if he's just playing on 0 mana.
Interesting.
Dire's middle tower.
They might not even... Alright, MKS gonna drop it. Flips onto 2. Meanwhile, Silen's gonna try and deal with the puck. They recognize they might not have the damage for the clockwork unless the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast connects. And, well, that's gonna be off the mark. So now it's up to Xiao Yu. With the Rolling Thunder, it's gonna try and catch him out of the tree line, and thanks to MKS blocking off the escape, Xiao Yu can hit a quick U-turn and get the connection.
A little play from Seth there, moving the Centaur into place just to give him something to hookshot to because the creep wave wasn't quite there yet, but not so great play by just letting the Centaur die afterwards without even getting the stomp off. So you take the good, we take with the bad. It at least is a big rotation coming towards mid.